Professor Black Ops, you see it. Let's get it. Admin fired and deletes all the school data. I won't say deleted, locked him out. He deleted some of the data. I just did a compliance video talking about FERPA, family and education security check. So just go over this article. It's super quick, and I did a few slides. So let's do it and make it happen. So here's the article. Fired IT admin, revenge, hacked school by wiping data and changing passwords. A 29-year-old wiped data on the system of secondary schools in the UK and changed the password at an IT company in retaliation of cyber attack for being fired. As a result, his actions, the school systems could no longer be accessed, and remote learning was impacted at the time when pupils were at home due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Repeat offender. At the beginning of the year of January 16, Adam Jorson downloaded and deleted data from computers belonging to Wendland Park Academy in Market Harbor, a lecturer in charge, and changed passwords for staff members. Keeson has been working as an IT technician at the school, but has been fired at the time of the attack. On January 21st, while employed at an IT company in Rutland, Jorson was arrested for his actions on the school's network. However, his new employment did not last long because he was sacked February and once again trespassed the digital grounds of his former employer. On March 19, the company repeated an unauthorized activity on its network. Apart from changing passwords to lock users out, Jorson also modified a phone system used to contact customers. Jorson appeared in Crown Court on Monday and pleaded guilty to two cyber hacking offenses, which carries a sentence up to 10 years in prison. According to investigations officer Detective Constable Anthony Jones, Jorson said he had access to the school system because he was bored and then started to wipe data. When he realized that his actions could be traced and risk getting caught, Jorson turned to more of a malicious action. Jorson is scheduled to receive his sentence next year on January 27th. He got nervous, so long story short, he tried to erase the logs on the system. So I believe that was the more aggressive action, which is probably going to get him more problems. So if you look at the left, privileged users, privileged accounts, and privileged access. Once again, that's just talking about the story we read. He was a repeat offender. Uh, he was charged with the Computer Misuse Act of 1990. The bill supported by the government came in effect in, once again, 1990. Section 1 and 3 of the Act introduced three criminal offenses: an unauthorized access to computer material, punishable by 12-year imprisonment or 6 months and or fine not exceeding a level 5 standard scale; an unauthorized access with intent to commit or facilitate commission of further offense, punishable by 12 months or maximum fine. Three is unauthorized modification of computers, punishable by 12 months, maximum fine, or 6 months. Summary conviction and or 10 years fine or indictment. So I think obviously he's on the section 3 of that crime. So real quick, DevOps 3 privileged access management best practices. We're just gonna hit the high points: discover and inventory all privileged accounts and assets. All right. So who are your admins? Who are your power users? What do they have access and what are their rights? All right. And the big, let's see, manage shares account and hard coded passwords. Hard coded passwords is one of the biggest no-nos in credential management. Unfortunately, when application security teams are meticulously rooting out hard coded passwords out of their finished programs, they often leave them within the IT infrastructure that helps support development of the software or for development sakes. All right, so there should be no hard passwords, even in development or UAT or even in their development user environment. We should try to cut all those out. Enforce the rules of least privilege. Ultimately, a strong PAM depends only on giving individuals user-specific automation accounts that the exact amount of privileges that needs to get their job done. We see credentials being given out to DevOps teams all the times that are way over privileged. Right? So I get in an argument with our developers a lot of times. They want admin boxes and Linux boxes so they can reboot them. for the development. But once again, that's way, way overprivileged, way, way overpowered. So those are things as a security team, so you won't get stuck with and fired IT admin with the rights to lock you out or be able to delete or wipe your information. So part of that is to be when you need to escort somebody out, you need to be able to lock their account out and take all their privileges away in a super quick way, so they can't come back in and delete them. So you need to know where all your, like I said, where all your privileged accounts and what their access is, and what assets they have access to. Once again, talking about privileged accounts, privileged users, and privileged access. Professor Black Ops. Happy Indigenous People Day. Have a great day. Please subscribe.